Talk a little bit about trading families in the Gulf and the Gulf states, the GCC, which is Saudi Arabia, Qatar, United Arab Emirates, Kuwait, Bahrain, and Oman. And trading families are a very interesting thing. You only see them in a couple places in the world. India has trading families, but it's really important for anybody who's looking to do business in this part of the world. You really want to understand what the trading families are and how they work. Very first trip I went over, met somebody who said they were from a trading family. I didn't think anything of it. I assumed it was some tiny little company, because if somebody's from a trading family in the United States, you think of somebody running a small import-export business. You don't really think of what it is. That was a long time ago, and I pretty quickly learned what they really are. What these typically are families where standard model of the large and successful trading families is that maybe 50 years ago or so, the father or grandfather, oftentimes a family member who is now deceased, signed a deal with a major brand, a major international brand, to bring them to the country. And a lot of these huge brands, the who's who brands of the world, signed these agreements pretty easily back then because they had no other way to get into the market, and they had no other potential. So it was kind of why not get something? And to this day, a lot of these agreements are still in place, and in some cases, they net the family billions of dollars. And these families since then have gone a few different ways. Some of them have kind of gotten smaller, rarely. Some of them have such lucrative old deals that they just kind of live on that money and they don't really grow. Others are very aggressive with the newer generations, even to the third and fourth generation, about being almost like venture capital firms. They're constantly looking for new deals, new brands, new things to bring over. They're using their family name and influence and wealth and bringing it over. But in pretty much all cases, the big chunk of the economy, other than certain state-owned enterprises, certain huge companies like some of the airlines, or Sabic, the chemical company, Aramco, obviously the oil company. Other than that, most of the business in the region is controlled by these trading families. So they're very influential. They have their influence in a lot of different places. It's key to understand these families and how they work. They are all very different. Some of them are very westernized, or I should say Western style, in the way that they manage. Others are very patriarchal or hierarchy, where the family head still makes pretty much all of the decisions. Some of them are very aggressive about finding new ventures. Some aren't. They have all different kinds of ways that they do investments and things like that. But it's key to understand them if you're looking at doing business in the Gulf. The trading families are a key part of the region.